Hello Virgo, and welcome to my channel Green Line Goddess Tarot. My goodness, what card do we have for you? Three of Acorns, foresight and exploration. Look at that cute giraffe there. Very much a sense this is the Three of Pentacles, so it could very much be looking at money. Money and how that's working for you. Maybe you're thinking about bringing in some kind of passive income or wanting to bring more money through collaborations. This can also be this foresight and exploration. There's something they want you to explore, perhaps with a group energy, with, something along those paths. So it could be a group project or just doing something with a group of people, but there's something they're wanting you to explore with that, which is really fascinating. Ultimately, the Three of Acorns comes down to your self-worth. So I feel like there's, new interactions, new group energies that you're kind of working with that's going to be significant this month. So, interesting. So we have a big month coming in, Virgo. It's eclipse season, and so there's going to be eclipses bringing a lot of big changes. There's a very potent full moon occurring in Taurus, your fellow earth sign, on the 8th or 9th, depending on where you are in the world, of November, and that's at 16 degrees of Taurus, if you know where that is in your birth chart. And this is going to be a total lunar eclipse, so it's going to be huge and big activations and changes coming through for you, which is really great that you've got the foresight coming through here with the giraffe. You're like, I'm seeing the weather up ahead and perhaps I need to kind of explore some different paths. You're going to be very you're going to be very guided, as to which paths are the right paths to go down, because you're going to have this foresight, which is a great way to navigate this eclipse energy, because it can be quite chaotic. It can be quite disruptive, and it can bring about a lot of change, like I said. We also have a new moon in Sagittarius, because we're moving from Scorpio season into Sagittarius season, and the new moon in Sagittarius is on the 24th at 1 degree of Sagittarius. So let's see what energy is shifting and changing. Wow. Look at this. Three major arcanas: High Priest, which is the Hierophant, the Fool, and the Emperor. Boom. Some big things happening, shifting and changing here for you. The Fool, like we said, press the reset button. It's a very eclipse-like energy. We're resetting something and off on the next big adventure, starting something new. And this High Priest energy coming through with Taurus, Venus, Moon, and Emperor energy with Aries coming through. This is where you are creating order out of chaos, quite literally, but you're really stepping into your power. There's something new that you're working on here with a powerful relationship in your life, something that you're thinking of committing to as well. So this could be a big new commitment coming in that feels exciting. It could be a new relationship with a boss or a new boss kind of energy coming through. There's something like that coming in as well, but ultimately, it's a big shake-up of a lot of things that I feel like, very much stepping into this new energy and seeing things from a very different perspective. So, there's a new order. There's a new order coming in, which is interesting. Interesting. So let's explore this a little bit further, Virgo. So just wanted to let you know that this reading is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Always recommend to watch all three of your placements if you know where they are, because they give you a more holistic view of what's going on for you. And this is a general reading, Virgo. Just take what feels right and leave the rest. And if you'd like to explore it further, there is an extended reading, and the link for that is in the description box below. Wow. Okay, new cycle coming in. You're bringing somebody powerful alongside with you, which is interesting. There may be I just feel like you're doing something very differently here. It's all coming out. It's a bit chaotic the way it's all coming out, the cards at this moment in time. So there may be a questioning of higher belief systems. That's another thing that could be coming through as well. So, lots happening with this. Let's see. For those of you who are wanting to get married, there is potentially a new marriage on the cards here. Look, this Emperor is coming in super strong. This Aries energy. The Lovers, the Two of Pentacles, the Justice energy, and the Five of Pentacles. Okay, the Eight of Cups, and let's just move over. The Two of Swords, my goodness. Okay. Oh, the Sun. Gosh, thank goodness the Sun came out. Virgo. Wow. I was thinking, what's going on here for Virgo? And the King of Wands. So very much getting messages to take charge of a situation here. Okay. When we look at the situation, big things are shifting and changing. You need to step into your power with it, because it may test your belief systems, and it may test your commitments, and it may be stepping into a whole heap of new commitments. So we have the Queen of Pentacles as the main situation, the Queen of Earth. And this is very much, looking at your inner stability, nurturing your inner stability. And it's going to be hard because it's crossed by the Ace of Swords, where it feels like the clarity around that is not certain at this moment in time. And that's a very eclipse-like energy. It feels like you're on shaky ground for a moment until the dust settles, and then you end up with the Sun. And it's like major breakthrough happening here with what it is that the eclipse energy is asking you to step into. And it's a North Node eclipse. So it's the new soul growth cycle that's starting here. So sometimes, it kind of shifts us a little bit out of our comfort zone, destabilizes things and creates a new order. And we're seeing that coming through. In your conscious mind, you've got the Ten of Cups. It's like, I just want to be happy. I'm looking at my long-term happiness, but there's something, and I want to be able to nurture that. There's something that's been very destabilizing around here with the Ten of Cups. So it may be that you want to focus on the things that make you happy. At the base, you've got the Seven of Wands. So this is where you have been fighting to get yourself into a better position with your internal stability and your happiness and how you're feeling. It kind of feels like you're bunkering in, putting a protection around you and your space and the outside world. That's kind of what I feel like, Virgo. It's kind of like, if the outside world is going to go a little bit crazy and there's going to be all sorts of dramas and things going on, then I'm going to find my little space and find my peace. And so, yeah, it kind of feels like you're bunkering in, creating a little comfort zone around you, or at least trying to. So in the recent past, we've got the Nine of Swords, because, something's been coming in that has potentially, there's been something that's been stressing you or creating anxiety in some way, or stirring up some fears. So, or something you've just been thinking about a lot, ruminating on. So I feel like it's kind of like, in that case, boom, back into myself. Interestingly, it's kind of like that's what you want to do. And then the universe is saying, but we have these new paths that we want you to go down and explore. And you have the foresight to be able to see which is the right path for you and which isn't. But that part of you is kind of like, I don't want to go. I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave home. I don't want to leave this safe space. So in the near future, you've got the Emperor, though. So somebody very powerful comes in the near future. And I feel like it's almost like this Emperor energy saying, come on, you've got to get out of the house. You've got to get out of this safety zone. You've got to get up and out. And there's things that you need to take charge of the situation here. So there's this very, very powerful energy that comes in that, it may be that you're working, the Emperor can represent like a father archetype, or it can represent bosses. It doesn't have to be masculine or male, but it can be just somebody who's got a very, very strong, determined personality. And this could be you. This could just be an aspect of you that kind of goes, right, I've got to pull myself out of this comfort zone, and I'm going to take charge of the situation and create order where there's been a little bit of chaos. So you're presenting as the Lover's card. So it seems like there's a big choice that lies ahead of you at this moment. The choice, do I stay safe in my comfort zone, or do I take charge of the situation? Because something's feeling a little bit out of your control, and it might just be this kind of growing feeling that there's a lot of things that are going on that feel out of control, and it may be not even in your internal world. It could be, but it could be I kind of keep getting the external world, the outside world. That's kind of, I'm getting this that's the outside world, and this is the inside world, and this kind of like invisible barrier between the two. And yeah, it just feels like something potentially could be getting a little bit overwhelming here. And it's like there's a big choice that needs to be made with the Lover's card. So the energy surrounding you, and energy surrounding you is the Two of Pentacles. So it's a juggling act between these two energies, and yeah, that's what I feel like. The outside world, the inside world, something's really out of balance here. And you've been juggling. It could have been juggling money, juggling different energies. Maybe you've got, trying to find that work-life balance happening, or maybe you're working two jobs, or you've got, children and then a partner, or, it feels like your energy's, juggling and stretched, a little bit stretched. So there's definitely something out of balance that has been causing a little bit of stress. And this is where you're thinking, I want to make some choices around that, because even though it's not clear, and I think that's going to be the most disconcerting and concerning thing about the clarity that's coming through. But we do have the Sun card coming out. So the clarity is there. In Hopes and Fears, we have the Justice card. So this is the contracts. So this could be new contract, new contractual agreements you could be looking at here, working with contracts that can be creating order and reestablishing some kind of balance in your life. So the Justice energy is pretty impartial, like it wants to bring in fairness as well, but definitely feel like, yeah, it just feels like a lot of external pressure for whatever reason. And then I feel like it's like, yeah, this energy, very uncertain, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of sense of perhaps worry about things that are not, worrying about the Five of Pentacles can be where if you've got issues with a boss or feeling really disempowered in your job, this is where it's going to potentially be heightened, and you might be thinking about leaving as well. That's something that's coming through. Or if there's something that's not of value and you're not feeling valued within a workplace situation where there's this, doesn't have to be workplace. It's just, it feels like there's this Emperor energy around, which is this very powerful person around that you have to deal with. So yeah, whatever's going on with that is not making you happy, and you're not getting what you want and need from that dynamic. There's a lot of uncertainty around it, but then there's breakthroughs coming through with the Sun, where you get the clarity that was missing, where you get this sense of a breakthrough, breaking through to the other side, breaking through to a way to bring in this stability, where it feels like there's potentially been kind of like somebody's had a powerful influence, which in a way has, felt like it's been too dominating, like over-dominated. It felt like you're being dominated by these energies in a way. So there's breakthroughs coming through with the Sun. Boom. Absolutely beautiful. And this is what this Fool energy is seeing something in a very, very different light, going down a different path, a new path, and it's kind of creating a new order here with any kind of issues that you have with with how you're seeing and perceiving how much control you've got in your life at this moment in time. So I feel like you're taking back control. And again, we've got the King of Wands, which is stepping into your power, stepping into leadership. A lot to do with feeling in control and leadership. Leadership. So if you're dealing with people in leadership in some way, there's new paths to go down around that. If you are in a leadership position, or if you feel like you're in this kind of strong position, then there's new paths there's new ways in which you can work with other people and collaborate with other people. And ultimately, what it wants to bring you back to is your self-value, your self-worth. And so it's there's a lot going on here with this, but the King of Wands is like I said, it's taking charge, and it can be very creative and passionate energy, but it's an Aries energy of initiating something new and starting a new cycle here that feels necessary, but it feels like you're up against some very powerful forces that have made it hard to kind of bring this in, whether you have to convince some other people, whether you have to go through somebody else to get what it is that you want, whether you're just up against authorities that are like, feel like there's something that you kind of need to get across the line. I feel like, yes, you're up against the power. There's new paths coming in how you're dealing with powerful entities, people in your life. And so the good news is the Sun card is coming out. So there's something yeah, it's like I feel like there's this sense of fighting. So once you come out of the comfort zone, it's this sense of fighting for what it is that you want here. Like, yeah, going up. It's the emperor versus the emperor. So you step into your emperor energy, step into your power, but then you're actually facing somebody who is of equal emperor energy. And it's like, how do I work with that? How do I work with somebody who's equally like super powerful as well? But you have got the foresight here to be able to, it will come, and there will be breakthroughs around this, which is fascinating. Yeah, fascinating energy. And so ultimately, it's creating order where there has been chaos. So let's see in a particular part of your life that feels out of control. So let's pull an affirmation card for you, Virgo. Let's pull an affirmation card. So let's see, what does the universe want to say with the affirmation card? I now create a wonderful new job. Okay. So the Five of Pentacles can mean wanting, like I said, wanting to move away from a job or working with a particular person. Like maybe it's just something not, resonating there. It says, I'm totally open. It's not for all of you. Maybe it's just like a dynamic that's not working. You try to find a new path in terms of like you're clashing in some way. But it says, I'm totally open and receptive to a wonderful new position, using my creative talents and abilities, that's the King of Wands, and working for and with people I love in a wonderful location and earning good money. So for those of you who are looking for a new job or new cycles within your job, new pathways within your existing job or work, or even, job can be just your daily, like if you are not working, jobs can be the jobs that you have to do during the day. Like maybe you're kind of doing things around the house or the home, or you're helping out in other areas. So it doesn't have to be limited to a career. And this says, my thoughts are creative. I say out to every negative thought that comes to my mind. No person, place, or thing has any power over me, for I am the only thinker in my mind. Again, it's that sense of being up against the power. I create my own reality and everyone in it. And that's exactly what you are doing. It's kind of like I'm not letting something have power over me, and I'm pressing the reset button. I'm connecting to my higher self. Your higher self and soul energy with the High Priest is coming in super strong. And this is where you're getting the breakthroughs with the sun. So yeah, it's it's intense energy, but this is where you're kind of feeling quite powerful yourself, really powerful. Let's see, we have two. We've got, okay. Yes, we've got the quick step, like the pace is about to start quickening. There's a path, the pace is moving quicker than, that's why I'm kind of getting that things could travel fast. You hold the key though to the pace and how fast things can go, or you hold the key to the blossoming within this quickening energy. So it's boom, ba boom, ba boom, ba boom, ba boom, ba boom. It's all going to happen. Like there's this, like I said, this intense frequency of things, kind of hitting you really quickly in a way, like these high frequencies hitting you in a way. So I just get this sense of this intensity rising, this sense of pressure rising, this sense of things happening, and you need to respond to them quickly. So you quite literally have the key. You hold the key. So you might even quite literally physically be holding keys as well. You might find yourself suddenly like holding, you've got the key to the office, or you've suddenly got the key to a new car, or you've got new keys in some way could be coming to you, which could come through with this as well, Virgo. But ultimately you hold the key in terms of working with the pace of everything that happens. And I feel like the pace is, something's going to be thrown at you super fast, like in boom, boom, boom. It's all kind of coming in. And in threes, you've got the High Priestess, the Fool, the Emperor, and it's like boom, boom, boom. Things can happen in threes. And it's like, suddenly these really big, intense energies just kind of hit me all at once. And I need to kind of work out what I need to do with this. So instead of going into the Queen of Pentacles, which is wanting to go into your little cave, instead of going and hiding in your cave, it's like, okay, I hold the key and I can actually take control here. So yeah, it's quite a dynamic ride that you're about to go in Virgo, because we are in eclipse season. So absolutely. But the sun is shining. There is a major breakthrough coming in for you, and a lot to do with creativity and work, the jobs that you do, the daily life that's coming in. So yeah, that's it, Virgo. So I'm going to take it over to the extended reading now. We're going to see what's coming through, because we've got boom, breakthrough, and they're like, okay, a lot of hesitancy, uncertainty. Can I walk away from this energy? Can I detach from this energy? Then boom, the sun. So it's like from chalk and cheese, from zero to hero, from 0 to 100. Like, it totally changes scene. And so let's just explore that a little bit further with what's happened with this sun energy, because it's like, finally I'm seeing something clearly, can move forward. So yeah, we're going to explore into the future and see where that's all going and what sort of energies are around. We're going to scratch under the surface and see if there's anything else you need to know about. And we're going to ask the best way to work with this energy, because it's not easy energy to work with, I have to say. It feels intense, and it really is kind of pushing you to step into, to kind of get out of yourself and to be powerful in some way, in some aspect of your life. And so you do want that. It might feel like it's never going to happen, this sun energy. You're never going to get to that sense of breakthrough and clarity, but it does come. And we kind of look at the best way to kind of work with this energy to get the best outcome, which is that sun energy coming through. And you're going to be happy. With the sun brings happiness, and it's like, phew, okay, almost like dodged a bullet there. So let's, I love it if you come over. The link is in the description box below, and for the extended reading, also the link for any other services I am offering is in the description box below. And yeah, please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, Virgo. Love to hear your comments, and take care.